Hey guys, so it's Tyler from Reviews of Cool Stuff, and today I wanted to make this quick video on what I wish Amazon sellers knew about the Amazon Influencer Program. Um, Before I get into that, let me just tell you a little bit about who I am. I'm a product reviewer. Actually, I'm a school teacher and a dad first. Then I'm a product reviewer, and I've started doing the Amazon Influencer Program about 5 months ago. And I'm doing pretty well, I think. I'm making pretty good money every day. It's exciting to wake up and check to see how much I made. I've had $100 days. And it's a really cool program. I've done hundreds of reviews, and what you find is the more reviews you do on Amazon, the more that you have Amazon sellers reaching out to you on social media and through email to see if you'll review their products. And so now I've done probably 100 Amazon reviews from people who reached out to me, and I'm getting those requests 5 or 10 a day. Amazon sellers who want to know, will you review this product? I saw that you reviewed this one that's similar to our product. Will you review ours too? And often those come with a commission, so they'll send you the product for free, but they'll also pay you a little bit of money to create a review. So that's who I am, and I love doing the Amazon. However, one of the things that's frustrating as an Amazon influencer is having Amazon sellers come to me and ask for all these detailed specific things that they want in their video when they don't know if those things actually help convert or get people to buy those things. And so I wanted today to just talk about some of the things that I've learned in my 5 months as an Amazon influencer that I wish Amazon sellers knew. So first, I have to recognize that Amazon sellers are different people. Sometimes it's CEOs of a small business. They'll reach out directly. Sometimes there's a social media manager for a small company. Oftentimes, what I think I see most often is an Amazon seller who works for a bunch of different companies, and they simply need to get videos for a bunch of different things, and they work on social media, but they also just connect the influencers to the brand. And so I think that's the most common thing. And then occasionally I'll have a bigger company that will reach out to me, and they might have someone dedicated for influencer marketing that coordinates things. Most often when sellers reach out to me, it's simply an email or a DM on social media that says, will you do this? And then there's a little bit of back and forth, and we'll decide which products I want to do, which ones I don't. I say no to most requests. So of the 5 to 10 requests that come in each day, I'll say yes to 2 or 3 of them. And so it's finding that fit, and it's deciding if there needs to be compensation or not. And when you see those videos, I simply open them by saying, this is a product that was sent to me for review. And so Amazon asks that you disclose that. On YouTube, you click the button and say it's a sponsored post. And so it's pretty easy to cover your bases. Now, I know there are people that are going to watch this video and say, can you truly do an honest review if you're getting paid for it or you're getting the thing for free? And I think that's debatable. I know for myself, I put honesty and integrity above making a buck. And so I have said no to companies who have wanted me to highlight certain features. In fact, just last week, I had a company that didn't like my review and asked if I would resubmit it and de-emphasize some of the things that I said that maybe weren't as positive and overemphasize some of these other features. And I said, no, it's important to me to be honest in my reviews. This was my experience. A few of these things didn't go very well for me, and I have to be honest and upfront about that. And most of the Amazon sellers I work with are really good people who are trying to make an honest living. And in this particular case, they wrote back and they said, we respect that. We respect that you're trying to be honest and that you have integrity. Go ahead and leave it up as is, and we hope we can work with you again in the future. And so, and I think that's common with the sellers I'm working with. They're really good people who just want to make a living. Now, so that's who's giving me the request. Now, most of these sellers just say, put up a review video. And I'm pretty clear with them that what I specialize in is customer experience. So that means I need to have some time to use the product. So I'm going to do like your normal unboxing and stuff. And that doesn't play very well on Amazon. It might do great on YouTube. It doesn't do as well on Amazon. And so you don't spend a lot of time just taking it out of the box and showing the parts. People want to hear about, does it work? What have been your experiences? What do you like? What do you not like? And so occasionally I'll have an Amazon seller that says, we want to have 3 seconds of music at the beginning, and we want to make sure there's lots of B-roll, and they really want a highly produced video because that's what they're used to on YouTube. Now that doesn't always translate over very well to Amazon, the Amazon Influencer Program. I have found that some of the videos that I've created that are highly produced for more expensive products, they'll do really well on YouTube and they'll bomb on Amazon, or they'll get rejected outright. Sometimes they're too edited and they include too much information, and Amazon will reject that video. Other times I'll make a highly edited video and I'll put it on Amazon and it'll do really well and it'll sell a lot of products. But what I see most often is if I create a simple video similar to what I'm doing now, where it's just me and the camera, and then I'll bring in maybe a little bit of B-roll where I talk about my experience and I show me using the product, depending on what the product is. Sometimes you really need to show the person using it. Those videos do the best. And so I really, in fact, sometimes I'll even walk around my house and literally show the product while I'm using it and talk about it. I'll shoot a 1 to 2 minute video and that's it. And I don't have to edit it at all. I just throw it up and it's done. And for me, that's been really hard because I feel like it should be more polished. It should be more professional. But what I'm finding is that shoppers simply just want to hear someone's honest experience with a product. And so I know that my conversion rate is much higher than most Amazon influencers. I know a lot of influencers will convert somewhere between 5 and 10%. Which is still great. If you have a lot of people looking at your stuff and 5 to 10% buy it, you're going to make a healthy income off those things. I get a conversion rate of about 15%. And I think part of the reason I do that is I've studied consumer behavior. I've looked at what videos get the most helpful votes, and which ones are being promoted by Amazon. And I'm replicating that. And in most cases, they're simple videos that really show how the product is used. And so it's really important to do that. Now on YouTube, you might make a video that's 5, 10, 15 minutes long. On Amazon, you want to keep it short. In fact, Amazon themselves, they're starting to promote vertical video just like everyone else is. However, vertical video isn't doing very well right now on Amazon. I've tested that by doing horizontal and vertical for videos, and right now the horizontal are doing better. I think just people are used to turning their phones to watch it. So even though most people are watching these reviews on mobile, they're still preferring to watch it in horizontal or in landscape mode. The videos that do best are 1 to 2 minutes and they're landscape. And so when I have sellers come to me and say, will you please do this, this, and this, they often don't understand. You want to keep it simple, or people are going to be disinterested and they're going to click onto a different video or onto a different product. So you want to get to the best parts of it as quickly as possible. And I think the best videos do point out what are the 1 or 2 worst things about this product, which means as the influencer, I need to use the product enough to see what do I not like about it? What do I wish was slightly different? And so I always try in my videos to say, you know, one thing that I wish this had, I love the product, but one thing I wish this had was this feature. And those videos seem to do really well because people know that you're trying to give them as much of your experience as you can. It's also just great to be honest. So keep it simple, minimal editing. People have asked about thumbnails and titles, and as far as I can tell, they don't really matter. I do clean up my thumbnails a little bit just so they stand out from the other thumbnails as just normal customer, but highlight your product in your thumbnail, and then you can just say review for, or honest review for, or quick review for, or just say the name of the product, and that seems to work really well. So that's what I wish sellers knew. Those of you who are Amazon sellers, keep up the good work. I've had so many positive experiences working with sellers. Actually, let me include 1 or 2 more quick things that I don't like. If I'm going to be fully honest, I should give 1 or 2 of the things that I haven't liked about working with sellers. So I don't like when they say, do this, this, and this, and it seems to be things that don't work. And sometimes I'll write them back and say, actually, did you know that these other things work better. I don't have to do that often, but occasionally I'll write back to the company and give those suggestions. Another thing that I don't like, occasionally you'll have an Amazon seller that will just give you a directory of products, and they're really cheap products, and they're willing to pay a commission, but they'll say, here's 100 things, pick the ones that you want to do. So they clearly don't know which videos you specialize in. They don't know what style of videos you're making. It's clear that they're just working in bulk to just get as many product reviews done as possible. I've tried a few of those, working with a few sellers like that. And what I find is they're often not reliable. And so they'll have products that they said, okay, I picked number 19 and number 72. And then they'll write back and say, oh, actually number 72 is not in stock, or whatever. And so I haven't had great experience working with those sellers. If you're a seller, please look into your influencers and get the people who work best for the products. And if they're cheap products, you can still categorize them and say, these are all products in the party space, or these are all products in the kitchenware space. But it really does help to reach out to influencers who are aligned with what you're trying to sell. That's enough. I hope this was helpful for both sellers and for Amazon influencers. I love this program, and I'm going to keep making videos like this. So if you're a seller or an influencer and you want to know more about the program, go ahead and subscribe to this channel and click that notification button, because I try to make about one of these every week. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.